Let me sing you a bit of the song.
Please
You'll
do.
understand. I'm a little boy with glasses, the one they call a geek. A little girl who never smiles, 'cause I got braces on my teeth. And I know how it feels to cry myself to sleep. Yes, I'm the kid on every playground, the one that's chosen last. A single teenage mother trying to overcome my past. You don't have to be my friend, but is it too much to ask? Don't laugh at me, don't call me names. Don't get your pleasure from my pain. In God's eyes, we're all the same. Someday we'll all have perfect wings. Don't laugh at me. I'm black, I'm white, and I am brown. I'm Jewish, I'm Christian, I'm Muslim, I'm Buddhist, Hindu. I was born in Sarajevo, I was born in Kosovo, I was born in Northern Ireland, I was born in Africa. I'm Hutu, I'm Tutsi. I'm gay, I'm lesbian, I'm American Indian. I'm very, very young. I'm getting much older. I'm Israeli, I'm Palestinian. I'm somewhat wealthy and I am very, very poor. Don't laugh at me. Don't call me names. Don't get your pleasure from my pain. Beneath the skin, we're all the same. Someday, we'll all have perfect wings. Don't laugh at me.
And if people go to your website,
www.operationrespect.org, not only will you get this program for free, sent you courtesy of McGraw-Hill, who has been our main sponsor, McGraw-Hill Publishing Companies. They've sent out 150,000 kits, nationally and internationally. We're translated into Mandarin and across Hong Kong and Croatian, and we're in South Africa. But you will also be able to download soon about 50 songs that are part of creating community with the kids. And once they've opened their hearts in that way, you have the basis for the kinds of discussions that can create peace in the classroom. So by countervailing bullying, you can create peace. We need also to have leaders that are not bullies. We need to have business people that are not bullies. We need to have a society that rejoices in goodwill. And we're swimming upstream in many ways, but in many ways we're yearning to find that.
we certainly are. And we can see where this is so important for the leaders of the world to go to your website, Operation Respect, for the children of the world, for everyone, all of us to do this. And I can see very clearly how this would work in a situation, a slum in New York City, a slum in Rio de Janeiro, perhaps a volatile area in the Middle East. But let's take this into another area that's gotten a lot of publicity, and that's with child soldiers. We've seen these child soldiers in Sierra Leone, the Democratic Republic of Congo. What are some of the principles, and how would you get that into, let's say, the Democratic Republic of Congo to help these child soldiers to develop this respect for one another that we all need to have? It's not just child soldiers, but all of us, every human on the face of the earth.
Oh, yeah.
How would you do that?
Well, first of all, you understand that the phenomenon of bullying and cruelty and humiliation is one of the most profound moving forces in the world. That in Asia, if you shame somebody, it destroys their psyche. In the Jewish tradition, if you shame somebody in public, it's tantamount to murdering them. So the power of this is really important. Well, to me, you see that in wealthy, I mean, certainly Columbine was not Sierra Leone child soldiers. There are modalities of creating community and working these things through with kids that have been horrifically injured and traumatized. And a lot of it does depend upon touching their hearts and sensibilities in ways that come out through the arts and music, through painting their story. They can't talk about it. Through using dolls and play acting, through singing songs and allowing slowly the mind and the psyche to heal. There's Howard Wolpe, used to be a member of Congress, is one of Clinton's most important people, still is a major person in Africa dealing with the tragic realities. He has various tools that are used that'll take people that are enemies, leaders, groups, and within 2 or 3 days, they're seeing each other as real human beings and they're able to talk. There are these tools, and music and sensitivity that one gains from them is extraordinary, but it has to be in a musical language that you understand. Therefore, the creation of world music that embraces, and my daughter is doing this in a fantastic way, taking these old Negro spirituals, is what they were called when they were first created, or first identified as such in the 1940s, 30s, 50s, and uniting them with Caribbean and African elements, and all of a sudden it's not just that focus of the culture speaking, it's everybody. And I suspect that the work that we'll be doing in a country like Israel and the Palestinian territories that is allowing that music to become shared, and that music and the arts will be a profound influence in terms of dealing with the horror of children that are forced into this child soldier servitude and psychiatrically destructive kind of activity. It's unimaginable to me.
It certainly is, and your songs have certainly shown the spotlight on many of these problems, and what you're doing with Operation Respect is going to be far-reaching. Well, we're just about out of time, Peter. I can't believe it's just about gone, but we've talked about so many of your songs, and of course, Puff the Magic Dragon. This is the one that's universally known around the world. Could you do just a couple of lines from it? We're just about out of time.
I'll segue from that to go. Puff the Magic Dragon still lives by the sea, and he frolics in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. And little Jackie Paper, he still loves that rascal Puff, even though it's got to be his children, because at a certain point he'd been in Honolulu enough. He had to go and help heal the world, as all of us must do. When we become adults, you see, we've got to put our shoulder to the wheel too, and we've got to enfranchise goodness and caring in the United Nations. The answer is still blowing in the world in many permutations.
Peter Yarrow, thank you so very much for a very interesting and a very informative program.
Thank you so much.
I'm Bill Miller. Thank you for joining us on today's Global Connections program.